Welcome at this information session of the Master Vitality and Aging. Today we want to introduce you, the Master, the content, the organization, and of course to tell what could you experience when you are in the Master program. So very welcome, and let's make a good presentation, and please send your questions. You see here the link, there you can have your questions, and that's the best to do, and then you can also like the questions of other people, and then we will answer the questions later on. And at the top of your screen there is the poll, and if you can fill in that poll, then we will show you the answers during the presentation later on. So really welcome at the Master Vitality and Aging. First we are going to send you this short message.
If I would describe this Masters in one word, I would say it is diversity.
Really inspiring.
All those different nationalities we work together with.
It'll boost your brain.
The Master is very fun.
It all comes together in this Masters program.
Here in one word, in 15 seconds, some students who are telling what the Masters brings them at this moment. They are studying now. And I heard some nice word, boost your brain, interdisciplinary. So that's the Master according to the students of this moment. So let's introduce ourselves. Who are we and who are you? So for who are you, you can fill in the poll. And who are we? I'm Jacobijn Gusseklo. I'm the director of this Master program since 2016. And I'm professor in primary care and always have been interested in older people, so that's why I'm working for this Master. Anne, who are you?
Yes, so hi, I am Anne. I'm a junior lecturer of this Master, and I actually graduated the last year from this
I see
Master.
you on the picture.
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, so that was last week.
Yeah, actually
really
it was
great.
last week.
But
yeah.
now working at the Master team,
yes,
so welcome.
Working.
Lieselot.
I'm Lieselot. I'm a student. Now I've started in September, so going on around a month. Yeah.
So, starting 1 month and already on the
on the big
on
screen.
this presentation. So, let's make the best of it. So, there we come with the first answer. So here, this is our poll. So the first answers. So can you fill in what kind of bachelor degree do you have, and then later on we will come back. So try to put it in, and then we will see the answers later on. Let's go to the next slide. So if you also want your diploma to get it at the academic building, then join, then you will have the picture after 1 year.
Yes.
Why would you study vitality and aging? I think there are two good reasons. So first, you want to play an important role in improving our future healthcare. There's a demographic challenge. The society is aging, and this could be one of the reasons that you think I am going to study vitality and aging. The other one, you want to study in international interdisciplinary environments, and you want to broaden your horizon. So, Lieselot, why did you choose this Master? Can you tell maybe?
I think it's a combination of both.
Oh yeah, really?
But I think mostly the interdisciplinary aspect as well, because I saw on the screen, did liberal arts and sciences, so I already had an interdisciplinary degree, and I really liked combining biology but also public health, and this really comes back in the Masters, as you'll see also later with all the courses we have. But also, I think, especially the improving healthcare, going beyond what is the clinical practice now and going a bit further and trying to find new solutions.
You want to innovate.
I definitely want to innovate.
So this is great. Anne, you studied this Master and now you are teaching. Why did you start at the Master program?
Well, also about the different courses that we offer. So really about the biology of aging, some sociology aspects, and more about healthcare systems, because I didn't know anything about that, and now I do. So those 3 modules, really attracted me in this Master.
So, and were you attracted by the word of aging, the aging people? Did you love aging people before?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But now I do, because everybody is getting older and there need to be some changes made. So now I know what is really important.
And Lieselot, for you, were you interested in aging people or working with them already before the Masters?
I was. I also did think about becoming a geriatrician. So It was already something I liked, also because I like chronic diseases, or studying them, not having them. It always sounds a bit weird. But yes, I was also interested in the population.
Okay, so with two types of students, loving already aging people, or working with them, and getting knowledge of older people, and then getting attracted to the people. So for both of you at home, it's a good master to study. So let's go to the next slide. First, I'm going to give you some master details. Now you are in the session about the full-time one-year program, international program of the Master of Science. We also have a 2-year part-time program. If you are interested in that, you can of course see the website, and I will tell some more about it later on. It's a full-time year of master. If we go to the full-time back, the location is in Leiden. It's online. And of course, we are going to do orientation visits all over Europe, so that's really nice. But most of the time you will be in Leiden. The language is English, and we have 2 application dates. So the first is if you want to start in February this year, then apply before 15th of November. But if you are an international student, then you need, of course, your visa or your residence permit, and then you have to sign in before the 15th of October. And we have the same order for the starting in September. So apply before the 15th of May. And if you need the visa or the residence permit, then apply before the 1st of April 2024. But if you are sure that you want to go and start Master Fertility and Aging, please just put your application in. If you are early, you can go for the housing in the Leiden. You can choose, you can prepare. So if you are at the latest moment, if you already know it, just sign in. I think that's the best. And then we know that you are coming, and that's really great. Some master characteristics. We are working in small groups. The current full-time group is about 25 students, 25, 30 students. So it's small. You know everyone. You're working together with everyone. And it is international and a diverse group of students. The master will focus on knowledge and on skills, and most we like to use your knowledge to train your skills. So it's really an interactive program. And it is really a program that's all about general healthcare relevance. So it's not only for older people with dementia, but it's also about prevention and about everything what's doing with improving healthcare. In the program, there's room to explore your personal interests. It's very broad, and sometimes you can go into the depth. For example, for your papers or for your internship, you can choose your own profile. And there is an informal contact with the lecturers and staff members. We are presenting together, working together, chatting together, having sometimes some beers together, visiting together. And I think this is really, because we are a small group and a dedicated staff, we know each other very well. So if you are now in a master program with 600 students or 300 students, and you feel sometimes like a number, then here you cannot be a number. We will know you, and you will know us. I think that's the promise. Lieslot, do you recognize those master characteristics?
Definitely, yeah. If I look at my working group, also led by Anna, we have quite an international and diverse group. Also background-wise, from the study programs we did, we have someone who did anthropology, quite some people who did medicine, and also some international students. I think especially from outside of Europe this year. Yeah. I think almost all of our international students are also not European. Yeah. Which is super nice also to get some background on different healthcare systems, different research ideals. So yeah, until now, very fun as well.
Okay, good. Only after 1 month you already recognize us.
And I know all of them.
You know all the students by name and by working type.
The whole
and
staff.
I think you almost collaborated already with everyone somewhere in the master program in the first 6 weeks. Yeah, and then, of course, we are very proud, and we want to tell you about the satisfaction of the students. And there are some prizes that you can win as educational program. And last week we received the silver medal of the Elsevier Weekblad ranking of studies. And we are really proud because it's according to the judgment of the students that are so satisfied. So, and next year we want to go for gold, of course, that you can only get it after 3 years. So, and in the Nationale Studentenenquête, we see year and year after a year that the students are very satisfied. And we are not only, of course, depending, because I think we talk every week about what can we do to improve your program. And that's, I think, really the plan. So the prizes. So if you want to know, are students satisfied? Yes. Then we go to the program overview for the full-time program, starting here at the left side, up side. So you see here the horizontal programs, and you see some vertical columns. The horizontal lines are the weeks that you will see. So biology of vitality and aging is your first module you are in now. Then you get the pink one, the older individual. Then we go to the organization of the aging society. So you go from cell to individual to the society. And then at the end, of course, your internship. We are going to talk about that again. And the columns is, of course, the holidays, is very important, but also some really in-depth weeks to have 1 week on one topic. And then you see the small horizontal lines, and that are the educational lines. So communication in science, academic development, and research and evidence. And I think every week you will get some education about those programs, always combined with the theme of that weeks. So this will be your program. It is busy, it looks busy, but it's really doable. And most students will finish after 1 year.
Yes.
So then, of course, we have the part-time program. It started 2 years ago. The first diplomas have been given last week, so that's really great. And then you have to spend 20 hours a week. And the program is exactly the same. The content is exactly the same as the full-time program. So there are also people who are switching between part-time and full-time. But you will have a longer period for each module. If you want to have more information, please go to the website for the part-time program. You can join the experience day and the student for a day. I will tell that about later. And if you have any hesitation or doubt what would be the best program for me, just send us an email and have some discussion, because it's always good to have an individual choice in that. The week schedule for the full-time. 3 days on-campus education, Monday, Thursday and Friday, and it's combined with online lectures on the Tuesday, and on the Wednesday you always have the time for self-study. Some days we have educational activities, but most of the time the Wednesday is for self-study. If you go for the part-time, then we see you on Friday on the on-campus education, and you watch the lectures in your own time on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and the other days. So you can do that, but then you need to be on Friday on campus or online if you are not in the Netherlands. Yeah, Anna, I'm going to give the floor to you, because you are telling some about the content.
Yes. So I'm going to tell you something about the courses that we offer here at the Masters. The full-time students are now busy with the Biology of Vitality and Aging course, and these first 5 weeks of this course, you will learn a lot about the hallmarks of aging. It is actually the red thread through this course, and at the picture you will see the hallmarks. Every week there will be a hallmark discussed. And during the week, you'll get lectures from internationally known researchers from all over the world. So from Australia till Denmark, for example. But also a lot of lectures are from the LUMC itself. After 5 weeks, you will have an exam, multiple choice and open questions, and then you will leave for the study trip to Cologne, and you will learn more about the research that is done in the aging field. So, Lieselot, you are now busy with this course. What do you think of it?
I really like it. I knew the hallmarks of cancer, but not the hallmarks of aging before I started. It's a similar principle. Yeah. But it's very exciting to get to know it. Also, with we have weekly assignments, so you get a bit more in depth, also with your group. And it's super interesting. I really like the Tuesday lectures as well. The internationally taught lectures. I didn't really know they were a thing until I started, so it was a really nice surprise. But it's really exciting to hear all these renowned researchers talking about their own research and really being able to ask them questions. It's really nice.
Okay, so good
good
vibes.
until now, good feedback.
Yeah. And the last 5 weeks, you will work on interventions and learn about entrepreneurship in the aging field. And during the whole course, you will write your scientific essay on a topic that you can choose your own. It needs to be about biology and aging, of course, but you have the freedom to choose. Then here are some pictures of Cologne from last year. So you will learn more about the animal research in the Max Planck Institute, and you will also have some free time to get to know your fellow students better and to have some drinks. The second course is the older individual course. You will learn a lot about the concepts of vitality and aging, and they are also listed here on the screen. And you will end the 5 weeks with an exam. And after those 5 weeks, you will create your own innovation about challenges older individuals are facing today. And you will not do that alone. You will do that with the older individuals themselves. So the co-creation is really central in this master's and in this course particularly. You will make your innovation and make a video pitch about it and write a paper about your innovation.
And Anna, what was your innovation that you
Oh
have
yes,
made?
last
Because
year
Lieselot has to do it, but you did it already.
I made a snow boot that was very easy to put on for the older individuals to go outside when it's snowy or when it's very slippery outside. So the teachers were also very interested in that we invented that. So that was really really nice.
Sounds
Are
nice.
you looking forward to this course?
Yeah, definitely. I think also until now we've had some contact already with older people, but I'm looking forward to talking to them a bit more. They're so nice and also bring a whole new perspective to what you're studying.
That's it indeed. So the last course you will have is about the organization of an aging society. You will learn a lot about healthcare systems, the Dutch healthcare system, for example, but also international healthcare systems. Because we are all aging, there are more aging people, so the healthcare systems need to be changed. And you will learn a lot about that. But also about the different payment models, for example, that there are, and about policy. And you will go on a study trip to the European Parliament in Brussels to learn more about how policy is made at the moment for the aging field. You will write a policy brief, and there will be a written exam at the end of the course. Then, Jacobijn already mentioned it, there are some courses that are during the whole year. Communication in science, you will learn more about English writing, presenting. Academic development, you will get workshops about teamwork and leadership. And research and evidence, you have one quantitative research week and one qualitative research week. And you will you will conduct your own research in those 2 weeks, which is very interesting, I think. You already did the quantitative week.
Yeah.
And made a flash poll.
Yeah, it was very nice to do. I'm also doing the quantitative e-learning right now. So improving my statistical skills a bit.
Very important.
Which is very important if you want to go into research.
Yes.
No, but overall it was really nice. It was a really busy week, but it was nice to have a refresher for everyone. Also know who to talk to when you have some problems with SPSS. So yeah, very nice.
Yeah. So there are also other activities, of course, orientation visits. You will go to a nursing home or to the municipality of Leiden, for example, and really learn what they are doing at that moment. And I already mentioned the study trips to Cologne and to Brussels. And you will see some pictures from last year during those orientation visits and study trips. And then I will give the floor to you, Lieselot.
Thank you. So you already heard a bit about why I studied it or why I chose this master's, but basically I did a degree in liberal arts and sciences, so University College, and I focused mostly on biology and public health, a bit of a combination. So I really liked that this is also possible here, as you can see my beautiful friends who I graduated with in July. But I also really enjoyed that this is more of a social master, so you have a lot of connection with older individuals and they're really part of the program. We had some presentations already where they just sat in, asked us some questions, gave their own opinions about things, which is just really nice to get that direct feedback from the people, the population you're addressing. And for me it was also really important is that I really like research, but I discovered very early on that I don't like to be in a lab. And often then your research opportunities within, for example, biomedicine are quite limited. And until now, I've heard so many interesting research opportunities. We've been presented with so many the study projects are super interesting and also good to get a bit of a grip on that field. Yeah, until now, what I've enjoyed most, definitely the orientation visit. So you can see me here. I think, Anna, are you somewhere on the picture?
No, I made
You're
the
not.
picture.
You made the picture. Yeah, you took it.
It was at the camping.
Yes, it was at the camping.
So for some context, we were not on the campground, but we were in a nursing home, and they had built a campground outside in their garden for the residents who had dementia to enjoy some nostalgic family time. Which was really nice, and also I could get to know some people from my studies a bit more. It was relatively early in the beginning, but also I've been bonding with my friends, going climbing, and also with my peers. We go for drinks every Friday, so today as well, and sometimes have dinner after. So it's been very cozy and just a really warm environment. And I already told you a bit about the international lectures. So maybe also to give you a bit of insight of what my usual week looks like. So I copied this, I think, from next week. So as you can see, we have the Mondays pretty full with a lot of lectures, and the Tuesdays then online full with lectures. Sometimes some time in between to have some self-study. Yesterday I went to the library with some of the people from the masters. Usually we don't have anything on Wednesday, but here we have one lecture as well. And then on Tuesdays and Fridays, it's usually a bit more chill. We have some assignments. We have a weekly journal club, in my case also led by with Anna. And there we discuss one paper and get to know a bit on study design and things like that. Yeah. And then every Friday we have our week assignment, usually a presentation, which is really fun just to prepare with your little group. So and I think I also included a picture of our fun times hanging out. So of course this week was 3 October, national holiday in Leiden. Yes, we dared to go in. Had a very nice view of Leiden, even though it was very cloudy on the day. It was less busy. But yes, it has been really nice to get to know people. I'm also really looking forward to Cologne to spend some more time with my peers here. Yeah, I'll give the floor back to you.
So already after 6 weeks,
you're very well integrated.
Totally in, integrated. You have made new friends, started to make new friendships, and working very hard because it's starting as soon as you are here. You have to start and to run. Okay, let's go for some questions of the audience. I've looked at yearbook student feedback on some internship experiences. Is it possible to access all past titles? I don't know whether we have an overview somewhere online of all past titles, because that would be more than 100. But if you want to know more about internships, please send us an email, and then we can help you and can send you what you want. So please send an email to mastervna.nl, and then we will send you the information.
Yeah, and later in this
presentation
we will also tell something about the internships itself.
Okay, Sophie, our lectures also being recorded or live, but Tuesday is online. And all lectures will be recorded because the part-time students are looking them back at home. So we are trying to get everything recorded, but on the Monday and the Thursday and the Friday there will be live education and sometimes recorded. So it's a combination really between online and live education. The next question. If you want to split the master's program into 2 years, so for example doing the part-time, so how will this affect the tuition fees? Then you have to pay for two years. So the master's program per year is the same price, so every year the same amount of money. If you study part-time or full-time, it's the same. Do most students complete the program within 1 year? Or do students end up taking more time? I think the most of the students complete the program within 1 year. But I know that some planned to have it a bit longer because they want to go abroad for their internships and then taking the whole summer also. So then they study till October. So I know that at this moment some students are finishing their master program. But if you want and you can, then it's really doable to end your program at half of July.
Yeah, I did that as well.
You did it as well.
Yeah.
But you will tell more about your internship. Are there more questions? How can I personalize my study program? I think that's a really good question because we introduced that already. From the first week onwards, we ask you, so what's your profile? Where do you want to go? And then you can personalize your study program by choosing what you are going, for example, what you are going to do for the in-depth statistical methods. Do you want to be an expert in quantitative research or qualitative research? I think the start is already in the first week that you can study that.
Yeah, or do both.
Oh, you
so
do
planning
both?
to do both.
Yeah,
so
you want to be broad. So, and then you go into the second week is about making a flash poll. You can put your own topic in. Then the third week you are going to start with your essay.
Yeah.
So, and then you can choose your own topic, and then you will know you will be an expert in that topic. And then also all the individual papers, you can choose your own thing. And then maybe the next question. Are there more questions? Is it possible to do this master with a diploma of the HBO, so the Applied University diploma? Yes, that's possible. Then you have to do a bridging module. And that is 1-2 weeks work, and so that's a very short pre-master module. And of course, the HBO diploma has to be in the fields with some experience of our very broad master, some biology or some policy making. So, but the admission committee will see whether you are admittable or not. So it's possible, and please send an email and be as curious as you can be.
Let's go further.
Yeah, great. Okay, and then we come to the fourth module, and that's the Science and Career Internship. That's really to experience how it is to work as a professional and how it is to do research. And I see students really loving research like you, and they love also, of course, this. And there are students who think, oh, research is nothing for me. But after 10 weeks for this internship, most of the students are very satisfied about learning to do research and really write your own things. So the Science and Career Internships can be internationally, so you can go abroad everywhere where you want, inside or outside the LUMC, and also in the Netherlands, what you want. Most international students, we ask just do it in Netherlands because you can get known the Netherlands better. And if you want to work in the Netherlands after your international master, then it's good to have some experience. And for the Dutch students, we really try to get them abroad because then you have your really international internship and your international experience, and it is really valuable to do that. And we have a coordinator who's helping everyone with the personalized choice. And you can always combine it with another internship for your second master maybe, or for your medical school internship. I think that's good always to discuss. And here you see really the atlas of all the countries where people went in the last years, and we have all kinds of experiences. But Anne, you were in Switzerland.
Yes.
Let's go.
So I left last April to go to Switzerland, to Bern, and I did my thesis about medications older adults are willing to de-prescribe in primary care. I did a quantitative research I did, and I used data from 9 different countries, which is very interesting. And I found this master with the help of the course coordinator of Science and Career. The master has a broad network all over the world, so they can really help you to get the perfect internship for yourself in the countries that you want. So it's a 10-week internship, so I went for 10 weeks to stay in Bern. And it was it was super fun. And every weekend I discovered Bern and also the rest of Switzerland. And well, they were very nice and they helped me a lot during my internship. So I really enjoyed it.
Nice. And Lieselot, do you already have plans or dreams about your internship?
I have some plans.
Okay.
Contrary to what you were saying earlier, I would like to stay in the Netherlands, but
Yeah.
that's also because I am Dutch, but I grew up in Austria and I lived there for most of my life. So I actually also did internships there after high school. So I already experienced a bit the research culture there.
For you to get known the Netherlands is
Yeah.
good for your job later on.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Especially I want maybe to do a PhD, so it's good to get to know, also some other universities maybe within the Netherlands to explore their opportunities a bit more. Yeah, and I'd really like to do something on improving quality of care. So yeah.
Okay. Now, if you want to use my network, it's
I will
always
be
welcome.
happy.
Yes, and let's have that talk. So Carla will have we'll set everything open for you also. So I think, and I think one of the things to tell about the internships is that I think 50% of the internships are doing qualitative research and 50% are doing quantitative research, so data versus interviews. And I think both capacities and capabilities are very important to have. So it's not only biomedical in the quantitative way, but you can go from big data to interview data. And I think that's really also an open choice for yourself. So what can we do after the Master of Fertility and Aging? You can be a junior lecturer, Anne. From the first week onwards, we are asking what are you going to do after this master? Because within 1 year you will be a professional, and then you would like to have a plan. So in the program there is preparation for the choices make, and of course the orientation visits are also helping. How is it to work at the ministry? You can always ask the lecturers. I think that's the best. So we see alumni going to 3 types of jobs. So 1/3 is going into the policy making, so the advisor's role, the organizing role, the quality in the nursing home role, in the ministry, at the municipalities. So if you want to do in that domain, you can really go there with your Master of Fertility and Aging. We see 1/3 going to research activities, like you said, a PhD. So from qualitative to quantitative, from biomedical, really biomedical to very sociology research, everyone we have seen. And 1/3 is going further with their medical career. So if you do your medical school and you want to add 1 year of fertility and aging, of course, after your medical school, you can do a lot of other careers in the medical domain, so going for the geriatrician or for the GP or for the nursing home physician, or going for other medical disciplines with a lot of knowledge about older people. So only with the Master of Fertility and Aging you cannot be a doctor, that's sure. So here you see some examples, and I think the most where we are proud of, and also where the working field is very proud of, is that they really like to have VNA alumni, because you are young people, interested people in older people, and knowing what the knowledge is, and you can also use it. So the working field is very looking forward to have you as a VNA professional in their organizations. So possibilities broad. Now here you see Sifra. She's a researcher now, and she's doing research into the palliative care in interviewing older people who are within the last 3 months of their lives, about what is dying meaning for them. Tom, he is now a strategy and business developer at Zilveren Kruis, and he also did his internship there. I see myself on the picture because I was his supervisor. Very interesting to combine research and a commercial party as Zilveren Kruis. And then we have Ishara, and she is now at this moment an advisor for care innovation in an organization for care. So really 3 prototypes of possibilities after fertility and aging. So, and we already had something about how can you come into the master program. And if you go to the website, then you see a whole list of free admissible bachelor studies. So it's going from psychology to medical school to biomedics to anthropology. Everything is in. Psychology maybe, and everything is in. And then you just fill in study link and you will come in. We see you on the list and you are welcome. If you have another Dutch bachelor, then the Board of Admissions will review your application, and they will see whether your background and experience can help you to fulfill this master. So it's really an open inclusion, but we check some things, and we have also now an anthropologist in, and a linguist, and an economist. So we are really broad in inclusion, and we like that. To do biology with an economist, I think that's the challenge of this master. And then I already told you about the University of Applied Science. If you have an HBO diploma, then there will be a bridging module, 1-2 weeks, and an interview. So that's the only pre-master thing. And then you have to have a completed English test. And the English test is also necessary for the non-Dutch diplomas. And if you want to apply, do it as early as possible, because then the Board of Admissions can approve your admission as soon as possible. And then you can prepare that you come to the Netherlands and to Leiden. So all questions about backgrounds and admissible, if you are admissible, please send us an email. And you can also send an email to the study advisor. She knows everything about this. Yeah, and then we come for the next steps for the orientation. Of course, you can see us online. I think everything is online. There's the Instagram.
Yeah.
You are working on that.
I'm definitely working on it.
I think also of this
more.
morning you will see that. So the Instagram and the TikTok and everything is you can follow us. But we really like to meet you and to see person to person, because I think then you can feel whether the energy is good and the LUMC and the team is good for you. So 2 possibilities in the coming month. We have the experience day, so it's 2-3 hours, having a lecture, having a working group, having discussion, and meeting the staff. So that's on October the 30th. And you can send an email, or you just register by the link that we are going to send you. And the other option, and that's already next week or the week after, it's to be a student for a day. Just join the group for one day, next Friday, I think.
Yes.
And then you are in, and full-time and part-time students will be meeting each other. So, and then you will meet some other students. And I think we have already some people, so you will not be the only one. But it's really the way to see how students are doing and having all your questions done. And you can send, of course, the email. So we hope to see you in the LUMC, and then we can meet each other. That would be nice. Yeah, and then the latest news. This is our new name. The Master of Fertility and Aging will have a new name. And I think on October the 16th, we are going for the press release and everything. Yeah. But you are the first to see this very nice name. And we love the pictures, but we hope you love them also. And from September 2024, the new name of this master will be Health, Aging and Society. And that is because we think that this name represents much more the program than only the Vitality and Aging. Don't be afraid, the program will stay exactly the same. Only the name is changing. So same program, other name. So don't be confused. It's the same. And if you cannot find us as Health, Aging and Society, look at Fertility and Aging. And in the other way around, just try to find us. And you can send emails if you want. Then, are there questions? Oh, I really like the nice question with all the people and the students going to the movie together. Yeah. That is really nice. Do you always have the same teachers for the lectures or working groups? Now, Anne, you can tell that maybe, because you are one of the teachers.
Yes, so I'm teaching working groups, but there are, I don't think you have ever the same teacher for a lecture. No. There are all different lecturers. And I think that's also very interesting, right?
Yeah, and also for the workshops we have for the kind of line education. For example, yesterday I had a workshop from Fieke on teamwork. So there are some people that come back every now and then that you see, every so often. Also within your working group.
Yeah, and the junior lecturers, so me, you will see once per week.
Yeah,
at least.
At least. See you more.
Because when you are walking around, you always will meet Anne.
Yes, that's true.
So I think we have the experts, and they are coming just for a few hours, and then we have the other. Okay, this is a good question. My biology knowledge has somewhat faded. Is that a problem? We think it's no problem. No. We see that people with low biology knowledge can do the biology of fertility and aging really well. And I'm always impressed that after 8 weeks, Also, people with no biology knowledge at university level could write a very nice essay on a biological topic. So maybe you have to work on that a bit more, but be aware that every student will have one module that you are really feeling, oh, I know this, like the individual or the society, and there are always one or two that you think, oh, this is a difficult one for me. So if your biology knowledge, then you can have that. You will have the same experience. Is it possible to focus on research in this program and get a publication at the end? No, Anna, what do you think?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
For example, my thesis will also maybe get published, so that's also very interesting. And you will learn a lot about the research that you can do at the end of the master. So, as Lieselot already said, with the different modules also and the courses of research and evidence. So I think you can get a publication in the end.
Yeah, and I see also students who are from day one, because you have to make your individual learning plan. So you have to make your 60 hours and really make your own educational plan. And I see students saying there, I'm going to start with research already. So that's starting in September, October. And then you have the whole year. And then at the end you do your internship. And if the data are good and you are a good writer or a trained writer, then of course that could be on the way to a publication as a start of a research career. Another question. I want to study mainly in the weekend hours due to combining study and work. Is that possible? That's for sure possible. I think then if you say in the weekend hours, then it would be the best to have the part-time educational program, because then you can doing the most of the work in the time that you choose, and you only have to combine the Friday at university with your work. Because I think the full-time, it's difficult because then you miss a lot.
Yeah, and the Mondays and Tuesdays are quite full. They're really full-on working.
So I think then it's difficult. So then the part-time will be a very good choice for you. Are there more questions? Sophie, I'm interested. My dream is to work at our ministry to improve elderly care. I think that's our dream. Yeah. So we share the dream, Sophie. Do you think this program will give me the necessary skills? I know for sure that you will have the necessary skills. People at the ministry really love to have people from our study. And that's also why they facilitate a visit to the Ministry of Health, Welfare and Sports. It's in April. And then you as students and we as staff are presenting your papers to the ministry. And then they always say, oh, could we have them and could they work at our place? So I think it gives you the necessary skills.
Yeah, and maybe also if you want to do your internship, you can try to get an internship there.
Yeah, we have some connection. You can do your internship and then you can also feel how it is to work at the ministry. And so that would be nice. Do we have more questions? Amber, how do you deal with the time difference if it's international students not living in the Netherlands? Yeah, there are students not living in the Netherlands. Most of them, they are joining the part-time program. Because then on Friday we have really the hybrid one, so people at home and people at the LUMC. We had one student from Canada. She just had her graduation last week, 2 weeks ago. A part-time student. And she was on Friday, she had to be up very early. So her lecture day started at 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And we are really looking forward to have a student from the East and the West, because then we don't know how to make the program suitable for both. But give us the challenge and we are going to do it, because we really want to adapt the program to facilitate as many students as possible. Do we have more questions? How much hours of self-study is it per week now?
Yeah,
just before the exam. No, it's
it's a bit more. But I think I also really use the hours in between the lectures, and we have sometimes some breaks where I just go to the library for a couple of hours. Usually, you have to prepare your own working or your week assignment every week, at least for biology of vitality and aging. And then I think it would take around maybe 4 hours just for that assignment. And then of course, it really depends on how fast you study. But I do use I would say almost a full Wednesday to study. At least like 7 hours on Wednesday, sometimes on the weekends. Until now I've had all my weekends off.
That's nice.
So if you, it depends on how you manage your time.
And of course, when there is a deadline, there will be more time that you need. Yeah.
Now it's a bit more because the first exam is coming up, the essay deadline is coming up. So then, it's a bit more. To do.
But it's training to how it will be as a professional.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm curious if you have more questions, and also curious whether we could have the word cloud about the bachelor studies. Here we have our interdisciplinary background, you as listeners. I see a lot of students in, and I see here the liberal arts and sciences, health sciences, the medicine, archaeology, I really love.
Nice.
That would be really nice when you come in. And of course the biology and medicine. So really here you see those backgrounds of the people who are interested, and it's really a reflection of those who are now in the program. So do we have more questions? Sophie, that was about the self-study. So maybe could you go a little bit deeper into the different modules? And what can we do afterwards with our knowledge? Thank you. I think we already told something about about all the modules. On the website there will be more, and in Experience Day and in the Student for Day you can really go in depth. So be welcome to come, Sophie. And what can you do afterwards with our knowledge? I hope that we convince you that you can do with your knowledge and skills in this 1-year Master of Science program, you can really attribute to the better health for all the people, and then health in the most broad sin that you can think. So not only about blood pressure or cells, but also about making cities and thinking about how are people going to live. So it's a really actual discussion. Thank you, Sophie. Okay, so this was the last question. Of course, at home you have more questions, and then get in touch with us. Just send us emails and go to the student ambassador. Are you the student ambassador?
Yes, I am the student ambassador.
So then you will have a direct connection with Lieselot. So all the students' questions can go to Lieselot. So really great. And then you can always have an individual video call with the student or with the staff, and we will couple you. And so send an email. And our study advisor, she is for all questions about delaying, online studying, everything what you want, finances, and send her an email. And if you don't know, just send it to the Master VNA, and then we will help you further. And you are answering those emails. I think that's really great. Okay, so thank you for joining here. And I thought maybe it's good to have the question. So do you want to give a last word to our audience at home? Or do you want to say
apply?
So
no, I really liked the Masters until now. I'm really happy with my choice. I wasn't that sure in the beginning, but I think you've convinced me. That's why I'm here as a student ambassador now. So I would really say take a look, come join us for the experience, or me actually, also for the Experience Day and Student for a Day, and experience also how it is to really follow the courses. Yeah.
Okay, Anna, do you have a last word?
I would say that if you want to broaden your knowledge in the aging field, then this is the perfect master for you.
Even if you love already all the people, or you are interested in all the people, it's really the study of the future.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's our last word. So thank you for joining this session. We hope to see you somewhere, somehow, in the email or on the Experience Day, or starting in February or in September. Thank you. Bye.